If I could really educate anyone on the abortion pill, the first thing that I would talk about before I speak about regret or anything else, or the lies that it sells women and betrays women with, is just the danger medically. As a nurse, I think that's the biggest thing that I want people to know, is that you don't know what's going to happen when you take that. Every person's body responds differently to it. Some women, they do have a successful abortion. It's not extremely painful. They don't need to be on narcotics after they take it. But other women, and I think the majority of women, experience symptoms that they've never experienced before and don't know how to handle. And I think that one of the main symptoms that girls can look for to know that something's not going right is if they're saturating multiple pads in an hour, if they're bleeding more blood out than what their body can keep in to keep their heart pumping. That's a huge issue. But I think most women aren't educated enough to measure that. They don't know what's bad. They know they were supposed to expect a significant amount of blood, so how do you really measure a significant amount of blood? Another thing that I think most people don't really think about is that there's such a thing as ectopic pregnancies. So when you give a woman the abortion pill who in fact has an ectopic pregnancy, that can go completely unfounded. She'll think that she shed the pregnancy, she'll bleed, contract, everything's fine, and she will start moving on with her life thinking she's no longer pregnant, but in fact still is pregnant, and that pregnancy is somewhere outside of her uterus, so she's completely not expecting it and not looking for the symptoms, and if that ruptures inside of her, she can very likely die. It's horrific, honestly, to imagine a woman taking the abortion pill and then the second set of pills in a dorm room or in a school where she has to attend class the next day and hasn't started bleeding yet. Unfortunately, we don't know, like I had mentioned earlier, we don't know when a woman is going to start the actual miscarriage and abortion process. Some women take that second pill and it's not until 2 or 3 days later that they start actually bleeding and following through with the action on what the pill is supposed to do. So she might think, did it not work? Is the baby still alive? This is just a waiting game. It's a ticking time bomb where you wait for those contractions to induce, and that means that your uterus is literally preparing to shed out the contents that are inside of it. And when that happens, she can bleed from anywhere to 1 hour to many, many weeks. And it's heavy bleeding. You're saturating pads. You're not able to get up and go to class. You're pretty much stuck to your toilet. So if you're in a shared bathroom in a dorm where you have girls coming in and out, having no idea what's going on, that's not private at all. That's horrific, and that's one of the most lonely things. I think that it's more lonely than it is private.